last hostage made for the
What's going on, everybody? Hope my mic works. We have Skobie Won coming on later, but we're watching Lady Witch Doctor play the Division 2 while we're waiting on some friends to show up. But yeah, if you're watching this in the future, just fast forward if you don't want to watch the gameplay, but gameplay is cool. So.
Somebody in front of me just stomped on my foot right in front of the
You're fine. What's going on, everybody? Make a banner for today. I hit up. Make sure they got the link.
1, 2, 3. Right west, right now. I'm gonna smoke the shit out of you. Happy birthday, my birthday. I don't know why he's wearing a grill though. We got to get this out. I gotta look into this. I thought that was AI.
Your division. Please, help me protect the statue. It has to survive all of this. The true sons will find us any second. Right over there. He's on the flank. You're going down.
vital signs critical. Agent vital signs 0.
Are you? Your division.
Can you hear me? I am talking, but I'm not sure if it's working. Oh, you can hear me? Okay. Yeah, Marcel's always got some mic configurations. I hear you.
You can hear me?
Yep.
I can't hear you.
Oh shit. Let me see. Mic settings. Boom. Working now?
What up?
What's up? Oh my
Can't hear
gosh.
you. This is crazy.
Oh no? Okay. Well, it was working when I logged in. Crap. Let's see. No worries. Let me ask Marcel. Hey, Marcel, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Marcel can hear me. Okay, cool. Cool. Because I was having an issue with the microphone because the headset.
I don't think I can hear Skobie.
I plugged it back. Oh, can you?
I don't think I can hear Skobie. Can you?
I could a minute ago. He's
Okay, he hasn't
he
talked
can't-
yet, so I mean, he could just be. Oh my
he
God, he's
can't hear
typing.
us. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
your audio thingy must be weird. It does that. Computers do that, man. Like the audio driver. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah.
Okay. So I noticed a problem one time when I was plugging in a headset while I was in the middle of class. It screwed the whole thing up for some reason. But I was on like a school version of Skype, so I don't know.
Yeah. So I found out. I found out the problem. Are we live right now? Oh shit! I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, I just went live for the hell of it. We're playing games tonight and stuff. My
Um,
wife's off
I
tomorrow.
found out
She's
the
right
problem.
here.
The problem with my audio is this: having this meter turned up right here. It adds all the feedback and stuff. I had to turn down the desktop audio
It sounds great.
in OBS.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
There's a volume slider for oh man, I can't talk. There's a volume slider for the desktop audio, and I had it up all the way. And it was bleeding into because I had them both funneled into the same output, so it was bleeding into my microphone. Even though I had it turned, even though I had my speakers low, it was acting as if my speakers weren't turned down. Like, you notice I don't even have headphones on now. You can't hear yourself. It's because I got my audio set right.
Oh, you know what? Let me grab my charger real quick.
Holy fuck, I look crazy. Look at me. I'm not feeling bad. Well, there's nobody even here. I have my guitar on. Wow. Wow. I wonder where everybody went. Oh, Skobie's back. I got on the stage. Did you just get here? How long were you there? Shit. Elbow wasn't just staring at you like not letting you back up. Okay, shit, he's still got no sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What up? Yeah, so I just released some stuff, but Skobie's, they got an episode coming up. So I was going to have him come on. I talked to Mandy.
My chair is really squeaky. This chair sucks, man. My chair is really loud, man. Holy fuck.
Yeah, you need a better
What did you
chair.
say about Skobie Won?
Skobie's coming on because they have an episode Friday. They wanted to start
I
telling
gotta
people
turn you
about
up just a little bit.
There's only so much.
I hope. I gotta turn you up just a little bit. I hope it doesn't bleed you into my microphone though from my speakers. Where's my sound volume?
Check 1, 2, 3.
Let's try 25. This should be good, I think. Because my microphone is behind my speakers. Like, my speakers shouldn't be bleeding into it unless it's super loud, right? The same way you have it set up on a stage. Like, when you're singing with a microphone on stage, the speakers are in front of you and you're projecting out. You get what I'm saying? So my microphone is behind. My webcam is behind where my computer speakers are. Like, my computer speakers are in front of my webcam. So, like, if I set the audio properly, it's like
and now we have triple feedback.
Yeah.
You got triple.
That sounds like nice to say, Nini.
Yeah, we should. Oh, no. Hey, my microphone's.
All right, I muted Marcel.
What's up, Marcel?
I'm still hearing myself.
You're supposed to hear yourself a little bit.
You know, I usually don't.
No, you don't, actually?
Not very much. I'm hearing it more so, but it might have... Oh, shit.
I don't know.
That happened.
It's all hot box and shit, everything.
What kind of camera do you got?
No, I didn't show him.
My camera?
It's him. The echo just when you
Yeah, you sound very delayed. Is the nicest way to sound it.
Me or him?
Him.
Oh. Wherever he is.
Me, I have a Canon RP.
Let me try something. All right. Now, how is it?
What's up?
Oh, now it's just me. I guess we're testing the audio.
The echo. I just answered the question. The echo disappears when you remove Skobie from the stage. It's from him. I just said.
Oh, got you.
It's listen. There's no echo. Add Skobie back in. You get the echo.
What up?
So Marcel's trying to tell me that once we added you back in,
It's my fault. That's fine.
it's Not sure what does that.
I do. We'll see.
I was gonna say you know way more than I do. Can you
Is
turn
that
that down a little bit? Hold on. I was hearing it off the phone too. So yeah, I think it's good.
Yes.
Yep. How does it sound?
I think the echo's gone now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's clean. Yeah, there you go.
That's better. No, I've been trying to hotbox this shit so Mandy has his like sound buttons and shit.
You're
I
only in
can't-
my left speaker. I'm
every-
gonna turn you over.
Every time I can't get it to fucking work. Oh, you want me stereo? I can fix
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah,
Give me a second.
please.
Dun, 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 dun. Here we go.
Cool.
We good?
Yeah, just make his microphone stereo so I can actually hear him. My left speaker's kind of broken.
Yours is.
Yeah, the volume's like you have to have the volume knob perfectly for both speakers to cut in properly. Like if the volume knob's not at the exact location, one speaker is louder or softer than the other. It's like old computer speakers from the 90s. Probably needs to be cleaned, like the pot. Like the potentiometer and the volume knob probably needs to be cleaned or something.
Or you need speakers from the 2000s.
Still have to turn it up.
I had just disconnected my whole
Shit.
audio, everything from a TV that we had because it was just so many freaking wires and stuff. And then once you could only hear the TV if that system was on.
Right.
And it wasn't like it was hard to deal with, but it was, I don't know how to describe it. It was like you could easily mess it up bumping the button.
Yep.
You would put it on a different setting. And it's like, so, I mean, it was cool. But we have this huge 65-inch TV now, and I hear everything fine. So, it does good.
How's that, Marcel? Is that better?
Yeah, it's good. I'm just leveling out everyone's microphone volume here so everyone's the same.
Okay.
Like in the StreamYard settings.
Hell yeah. Yeah, not a whole lot's been going on in my world, really. But what's been going on in your world, Skobie?
Oh, we're just getting over the flu and all that shit. So it's been a rough fucking
That sounds
week.
They give you stuff?
No, not for kids.
ride it out.
Not me. I was fine. Everyone else was sick. Yeah, I was good.
No shit.
Everybody else had the flu, throwing up, shitting everywhere. It was rough.
Well, it's been I don't know, my dude keeps coughing.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's got something or not. But
they always got something. That's just what it is.
Yeah. Hey Marcel, I'm gonna mute you a little bit just because I keep hearing us.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That would kind of help me. I keep getting distracted from it a little bit, but jump in, whenever, and it doesn't do that, So whenever you're talking, it's fine. But let's see, we got hit by a tornado like a month ago.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah, it was pretty wild. In the middle of the night, it was when the storm hit. It was like 11 p.m. or so, and I was actually live streaming games and stuff, and all this. Okay, and like when it was coming, it doesn't matter, buddy. And so I was like, let me put this computer up, and I was click, and then like it got louder, the storm got heavier and heavier, and then next thing you know, we're closing the blinds in case the glass is gonna break because we can hear everything around us, and it's just, it's like a tornado.
That's nuts.
It was kind of over quick,
Yeah.
And once it's gone, and it actually moves out of your area. Like we walked outside and we could see giant lights flashing on a house a street over where the whole roof was gone. And ours, we didn't lose our roof, but a lot of people had their chimneys freaking cranked, or they had their back porches cranked, or the whole porches, shut up, or the whole thing just smashed to shit. I'm trying to talk to people, okay? You can't just keep jumping in like this. It was a lot, and walked outside everybody's roofs in our backyards and everything. And yeah, it was just like one after another. Insurance frauding roofers and construction guys just flood your area, and you
Right.
can't even be in your front yard cleaning up because they will stop and fucking bug you and try to get whoever you already have picked out, try to weasel their way into it with all these stupid empty promises like, oh, you're not going to know if they do a good job or not, blah 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 blah.
They can do it
And
cheaper and they can do it faster and
yeah, all the
Yeah.
things like you were like, I almost feel like it's almost like certain cops, when you try to tell them your rights when they are wrong, or when they're overstepping a little bit, doing their little fuckaroo things, because they have their little methodologies that just get the license in their hand as soon as possible. That way they can write a ticket or a citation for something, and without them talking, without you somehow talking your way out of it, if you know something that they didn't do or you did or whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone's seen the YouTube videos. There's
Oh,
hours
man.
and hours of them, of where cops got handled by when they were in the wrong. I mean, I've seen cops, like videos of guys head slamming the wrong guy, cracking his skull and bitching about him crying. I'm like, dude, you shattered the dude, and then you're making fun of him, and you had the wrong guy the whole time. And when you try to talk about an industry and you don't work in that industry every day, everybody from that industry has to throw how many years of that industry you haven't been working in their face, in your own face. They're like, oh, really? How long you been doing roofing and stuff? So I do this all the time. Like, or they'll start 1,000 different questions, or they'll offer to put the tarp on your roof, and then they'll get you into the whole thing. And I mean, we had like $30,000 in damage.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I mean, shit. I even took a break from working just because it was constant fraudster. After we even had these dudes show up and even get started because they said that the insurance company sent them to our house.
No shit.
Oh wow! Holy shit!
My wife pulled the freaking Ring video of him after we fired him because the insurance lady was like, I did not call them. Get them out of there. So they had fans and shit in here trying to dry off the fucking ceilings and stuff. And like, we disconnected them the day of, and we weren't using them. We're like, they need to come get them. They took 3 days to come and get them so that they could bill for every day. And they're doing this is the kind of shit that the gym does when you need to cancel.
Right.
And you already moved.
Yep.
They're like, oh, well, you have to write a letter, certified letter, to this address, and you have to know your member number, and you have to all this information you would never know, except now they do have these apps that have all that shit on it. And it's like, why do I have to go back to the 1800s when I joined in the future with, I joined online, and it was so easy to take that money from me so fast. And now that I need to cancel, oh, and by the way, if you get a new debit card, they tack on late fees. And they keep drafting a card that doesn't work for 90 days, build it up to $300, and send it off to collections to come. You'll have to dispute in credit.
That happened to me in my 20s. Same thing. I joined a gym. I went for a while, and then I stopped going, and I thought I canceled, didn't cancel, and then I got a fucking bill from collections. Like, you know, like you said, $350. It's about that.
Oh, I've had a lot of gym memberships, and a lot of times they were only supposed to be a 2-month paid in full thing.
Yeah.
And what they do is they'll take the first 2 months, and then they'll start auto drafting you afterwards. So here I am in another state, and I'm like, hey, I have more experience than your entire staff put together in the gym industry. Like, it's 18 years that I used to work in this industry. You're a bunch of fucking crooks. You better cancel this goddamn membership. If I have to fight this thing out of whatever, I will do everything I can to get you pothead freaking coke snorting motherfuckers fired from that piece of shit, or whatever. Because there's so many stereotypes about the gym and stuff. Like, I had a UFC membership recently. Sorry, I managed a UFC like 2 years ago, a UFC fit gym, right? And I got my wife.
Yeah, sorry.
it's a gym and it's extremely expensive, which is why it failed so drastically. I came and got a job.
I bet they're banking on the branding of UFC alone, probably.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was
What
a
a dumb
lot.
idea that is. Oh my god. Well,
It
you have
was,
to. It's not dumb, but like you can't overcharge for something like that. Even though
and
everyone wants to, yeah, but I
they
don't know.
did. It was just so expensive. I was like, you guys could sell all of this. You could have a bunch of members if you just brought that price way down, but they can't do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
That's not the
yeah.
model.
You're selling it less, but the the pedigree of UFC will bring people in,
Yeah.
right? Right.
So that's what they were hoping. But here's the thing: when I got a job there, this was at the end of the 2 years that they were there. Now, when you rent a facility like a big empty space next to a home goods, you have a 5-year contract, and oftentimes the first 2 years are free because you're not going to make any money those first 2 years. So what they do is they give you a 5-year contract, which doesn't sound legal at first, and then you get into corporate real estate and stuff, you find out it is, and it's the first 2 years are free, and then you have a premiumed, 3 years pretty much. That's going to be at a rate that makes up for all that, and blah 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 blah. So if your business hasn't made any money, or if it's not even making enough profit to pay the rent, which could be 75 grand, like at where we were, I was like, there's no way. Nobody was in the gym. The gym was living off of employees buying the shit there and taking the classes and stuff just as an employee. But I had trainers living in their cars in the parking lot and homeless dudes living underneath the awnings of the businesses next to it. A big, nice place, but I was like, this is going out of business. So they fired this manager and put me as an AGM, but didn't hire a new GM. So they pay you half the amount.
Right.
That's when you're like, yep, the gym isn't doing good if they can't afford a GM. It's on the way out. And I told all the trainers this. Now, there was another AGM they brought in named Keenan, Hawaiian guy. He was actually really cool, and he was in his 20s, so he was still true to the brands of who you work for and stuff. So he was trying to revive the place, but I was like, nothing will revive this place. Unfortunately, all their trainers were, no offense, but they were shit. You had a black belt who had been training people for a couple of years. You had another guy who, was like some cheap certification online. Another girl living in her car. We had another guy who had been training a while, but then they make you a training manager to make you do the sales for it. And you stop training people and you're there for 60 hours a week and stuff. So the gym world can be really tough, in that corporate gym world where these guys compromise their morals every day, going to work, knowing that someone's going to call that needs to cancel, and you're going to give them a series of steps to follow that are so freaking annoying that the average person just doesn't even want to think about it after getting off the phone with you. Then they got to go get an envelope, write a letter, they have to go to the fucking grocery store and buy stamps just to sit, because nobody mails anything anymore. And the gym knows this. And so they just hope that that you just won't cancel it and it'll just keep drafting you. And then one day you get a new debit card, right? So I was the manager of this UFC or AGM, but the highest paid motherfucker there. And they freaking, yeah, sorry, but I changed the logo. I added my wife on, and she would come and bring, our son and stuff and like put him in the kids' care and take boxing lessons. Let me tell you the shit I had to deal with at this freaking gym. We had a girl there that worked in the kids' care and at the front desk that we had to call the ambulance to get her twice. She was extremely over, like trying to get close with people. And she had all this drama going on in her life. And some dudes that she had drama going on with came up to the gym. And like, I had to deal with all of this stupid ass shit for a gym that was getting bought out. And one day this blonde lady shows up and she looked like a figure competitor, but not like somebody who would join this gym. There's 100 other gyms in town that real bodybuilders go to and stuff. She ain't coming unless she's banged everybody at every gym and she's running away here. There's no reason she's going to pay $120 to pursue no. She just wasn't. So I knew she was from like corporate or something. And she's like, I want to take a tour. Yeah, here's my friend. Like, I'm like, I looked at both of them and I was like, y'all are not here for a gym membership. You're from like corporate or something, and you're here and you're wondering why the gym is so slow or something. You're not getting a gym membership. But I'll give you the best tour you've ever had. Gave her an awesome tour, and it was
Yeah.
an awesome facility, but they want nobody in it. So it was like a month or two later, I put in a thing to pull away, like, hey, this is 30-day notice. Just letting y'all know I'm going back to doing private security stuff. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, for sure. 5 days later, Crunch Fitness walks in. They had bought the gym. They think we're so stupid. Guys are coming to the gym every day and taking measurements and stuff. I'm like, yeah, somebody's buying this place. Like,
Right.
this is not okay. The business is not getting better. I'm promising y'all need to go ahead and apply at other gyms. And some of them did. And some of them are even still at the other gyms they went to. But what Crunch does is, or any gym that buys another gym, is they buy all the contracts. And what they
Right.
do is they're supposed to cut them on, but if they don't come to the gym at all for like 30 days, it's supposed to, or like there's some amount of time that if they don't actually use it, that it's supposed to turn off at a certain point because they were a contract buy.
Right.
That never happened. They never canceled my wife when I quit working there early. Because once Crunch came in, I was like, ha, I'm out. See y'all later. I just went ahead and withdrew because I was like, what's the point? If someone else is about to buy this place, you're going to shut it down for 3 months or 6 months and renovate the whole thing. I'm not hanging around for this. I'm not watching this ship sink. I've already done that crap with different companies before. I was like, it's always ugly and it sucks. I might as well just go do what I was going to do. So the other day I get a new debit card. It's been forever since I got a debit card. And yeah, we get these calls from freaking Crunch Fitness trying to get the payment for the month. And I was like, what? I called them back. I called the manager and I said, hey, look, bro, I used to be the GM of that, or the AGM of that place. Yeah, this is bullshit. What y'all do is bullshit. I'm telling you now that what y'all do is shady fucking shit. I don't even need the money back. I just want y'all to cancel this and stop trying to do your little bullshit to me. He fought me so hard on that crap. I said, bro, you morally know in your soul that this is fucking wrong. I said, I get it even for the other people who you managed to get memberships out of. They probably already got new debit cards and got new ones back when the gym closed. I said, I didn't have to do that. I didn't worry about anything. And I don't notice $22 that y'all been drafting out of my account. Who's going to notice $22 when you're like a grown ass man? You know, like you don't notice $22 in a month. This kind of scam stuff happens all the time. There's even a guy named Wes Watson that they're talking about right now who did that to his own clients, and he changed the transaction detail to say like Walmart. So after they paid him 40 grand, he then was drafting their account when they didn't know it with different. Yeah. So anyway, just like how when you try to tell a gym guy that they're full of shit, or with this fucking insurance company that was trying to dry up our house and saying that they were from the insurance company, it's like everybody at the end of every email and every phone call knows that what their company is doing is bullshit. But they still show up every day and they still go to work to make their stupid little paycheck, which probably isn't even really special. Like it's probably not even that much to be that much of a shitbird. It's like, I understand, like, let's say being a car salesman sucks.
Yeah, it
Sure.
does.
Yeah. So, but you might be making $90,000 that year. So it pays off. But some of these other jobs, or the guy that I was bitching about this stuff today and sent him video of his guy saying that we weren't liable for shit. They all know it's a bullshit from the beginning. Before he even wrote that first email saying that we owed him $1,800 for looking at my wet ceiling and putting 3 fans in my house that we unplugged and put on the porch, I was like, no, we're not paying you any money. I was like, you guys lied. I was like, it doesn't matter. It's like, you guys been blacklisted from the insurance company. It's like, you know, you got way bigger problems than us right now, but I have the Ring video if you want it. And he says, do you mind sharing that video with me? Thinking I was bluffing. And my wife pulled that shit up and we fucking sent that in. And he said, oh, we were supposed to send this to this other company. Like, it was like, okay, yeah. See you later, buddy. But yes, that's kind of what I've been dealing with lately, like for the last
sucks.
it's such a big story, I guess, because I birdwatch so much. But it's not even like it's that bad. It's just it's never ending. Because like if it's not guys knocking on your door, it's like contractors charging too much,
Mm-hmm.
and the insurance lady saying this is too much.
Right.
And we're telling the contractor, hey, dude, we're not paying you extra. Like you agreed to all this pricing. And he's like, no, you're right. Like you're good. Tell her to just do the approvals. And we're like, who do we not believe here? Because insurance companies are always assholes, it seems. And then contractors too. They're always scamming people out of shit and stuff like that left and right. Like we had an electrician show up because we had three breakers that were bad.
Oh,
He
okay.
flipped them back on and left and charged the freaking company $300.
Wow.
To flip a breaker.
And it didn't fix the problem. We told
Of
him
course
they
not.
keep
Yeah,
flipping.
that's not how that works.
Yeah.
Stupid. But what you been up to lately? Other than
Me?
being the flu. Yeah.
Working on this fucking book. I'm 2 weeks behind because of shit like that. So yeah.
Yeah.
This is volume 12.
Well, it's something like that. I don't know. It's book 3, volume 2. So there's
Okay.
5 of each. So 10, 13. So this is 13.
Oh man, what a good guess. What a good guess.
How long is it so far? How many words you think?
How many words?
Do you
Holy
count by words?
I've
always counted by words.
Hundreds
Well,
of
okay.
thousands, like million words.
I
It's
never
unreal.
I never pay attention to words because we try to keep it to 100 pages. So I don't really care
Oh.
what.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of art too, because it's not full
Yeah,
pages of
yeah,
words.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's not.
I
the words don't
literally,
be
and
so
this will be in the book, but I literally got sent a poem from one of our friends, Grandpa Leather, whose dog died, and
I've heard of
literally
him.
it's 2 words. It says like "love is a dead dog," and I'm gonna put that on a page. I'm gonna waste 2 pages of it for a picture and his words, because it's like paying homage to his
dog. Yeah.
So like, and he's been Mandy's friend and my friend since we were kids. So like, I kind of
really?
I feel like I owe him,
That's beautiful.
a page
Sick,
with
yeah,
like fucking 2 words on it. You know what I mean? Like,
I didn't know
This
you
type of
knew
shit
that.
me and my friends would do
What's
for each
that?
other too. Like, yeah.
Grandpa Leather, is one of Mandy's oldest friends.
No
He's a
shit.
real person, by the way. Everyone who contributes to the book is a real person.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, can you hand me that book above your head?
You have a copy. I remember sending you one.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right. So I finally released this thing.
Oh, this is a new one, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny how 10,000 extra words.
That's a lot of
Is
pages.
that 250?
It looks like
It's 275,
yeah.
267.
That's like I write books.
yeah. I was gonna. I don't write books, but I would have guessed 300 pages. But I read a lot of books. Well, I don't
it's
read
not that-
anymore, but I used to read a lot.
This and Secundus combined is
Yeah.
about one novel.
Right.
And then there's 2 more books that are supposed to come. And at the time, right now, it's a duology, I guess, because there's only 2 books released.
And that's
But,
a prequel.
This is the prequel, actually.
Right,
Yeah.
yep.
So I was trying to Star Wars this a little bit.
Good.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, do the
You
the
like
story
read
everyone's
like
gonna
the
like the
show.
most in the middle, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because everybody wants to the topic around Yeshua was the big deal, I guess. In Secundus was,
Hmm.
I guess you didn't really see that coming if you didn't know anything about it or if you didn't look at the front of the book.
Hmm.
Like you kind of don't know what direction it's going to go until all of a sudden it's like, oh, he's going to Galilee. I bet I know what's going to happen there. And then from there on, you can pretty much write the book yourself, because like everybody's, oh yeah, he's going to meet him. It's going to,
Yeah.
either going to be the exact same story from the Bible or he's going to change it. And then however you end it, and as a writer, I mean, there's like 3 books I would say that I had never published and a couple of screenplays. I feel like it's always kind of the same. I don't know how to describe the writing process.
What?
The
The writing
build-
process of the book? Oh, yeah.
You have to build.
I-
Well, you want with a fiction story like this, it's different than an encyclopedia, or it's different.
Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah.
Witch Doctor Christianity isn't even really a book like this. It's like an autobiography with a bunch of books that talk about what they talk about, and that's
Yeah, it's like stuff books that have influenced you. It's like, your autobiography plus the books that have influenced you that makes you want to write your autobiography. Kind of.
Well, I've bought so much into Mandy's chaos that I've stopped worrying about a linear story and just kind of whatever comes, and then we'll put the pieces of the puzzle together after.
Yeah. And that's generally how a lot of good stories are written. Most writers don't write their work linearly.
Right.
Linearly. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
but that also buys into like songwriting, right? So like Tom Waits will tell you that like you write the song and then you make up the meaning afterwards, right? Like you kind of come up with what it means after, right?
Yeah, I love
so,
Tom Waits, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
I swear, sometimes with songs,
Tom Waits.
you can't really tell, and it's hard to really. You can't tell what the hell they're really talking about sometimes. So I'll look it up, and I'll hear rumors. Like Hotel California is a good one. It's got a couple of different theories, and then songs like "In the Air Tonight."
Oh, okay. Phil Collins.
Like apparently, it was about him running into the guy that maybe his. It sounds like supposedly it's about his marriage ending. But when you listen to the words, you're like, what, did he run into the guy that she was having an affair with? And he doesn't know who you are?
I'm pretty sure that would probably be the other way if I had to remember his story. So
I don't
you never really know how a song is written or how a story is written, and then everyone who loves or likes the story will make up their own version of what it means to them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like it.
Yeah.
That's what makes the best songs. The best songs are relatable in a broad spectrum, right? It's a story that's it's a story that's relatable in a way that covers a broad audience. You know what I mean? Like it's just vague enough that makes it broad, I guess.
Well, and I think that's where this
broad word, but yeah.
Well, I think this is where this connotation comes from, where you stop listening to music after you're 30 years old, like new music.
Yeah.
I think that's bullshit. I'm a music producer. I listen to everything that comes out.
I find it hard to find new music that I like, though. I'm constantly listening to new shit, but I'm super snobby and picky when it comes to like. Well, actually, no, I like a lot of things, but what I mean by like is music I would pay money for.
Okay, that's fair.
Music I would buy, like if it was the '90s, I would go out and buy that CD, as opposed to now. Like that's what I mean by like, yeah. I really like everything, but yeah.
I always thought that The Man of Constant Sorrow was about a guy with an unstoppable erection.
Okay, who sang that? I don't know that song off the
soggy. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? The Soggy Bottom Boy.
That movie rules, man. It got George Clooney and shit. It's such a good movie.
If you haven't seen Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yeah, you and Mandy should watch it. It's so good. It's so good.
It's not the best reimagining of the Odyssey, but it is a reimagining of the Odyssey. It's about George Clooney and a couple of bandits escape jail.
Yep.
And he's trying to get back to his wife. But all this shit happens.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's, one thing after another, and there's a midget in there, there's a cyclops, there's a little bit of everything. There's big flooded Poseidon vibes from a big flood that happens and stuff. And, the Coen brothers, the Ethan Coen is a philosophy major.
Really?
And that's why that's why
that makes sense, really.
That's why they put the purple Jesus pedo in The Big Lebowski, because without a doubt, Ethan Coen knows exactly the different writers that Mandy's been referring to for years that made all these same references. Philosophy majors are going to run across this material, I would say, compared to just the concept that people are talking about him being a pedo is there's enough out there now for me to be.
You're more likely to come across it in philosophy circles, right? It's like the access of it. You're more likely it's easier to have that come up in your perusing of a philosophy library, I guess.
Well, like, so if they want to put their own slap across the face to Christianity in a really like classy way, a punching up kind of style, then yeah, what you do is you have a cutaway scene that has nothing to do with the movie at all, where you do a backstory on some dude who bowls at the bowling alley, where you're saying that a guy wearing Tyrian purple, you're having these references direct besides the name itself.
Yeah,
they're really rubbing it in because they have the cocaine fingernail.
Yeah,
they got the hairnet, kind of the crown of thorns thing going on.
Yeah,
the Tyrian purple suit.
His name is Jesus.
His name is Jesus, and he's knocking down bowling pins, and he's like the best. He's like
really
this
good,
superstar. Yeah, he's like the best. He's the guy. You know,
he's the best at handling balls.
Really flamboyant.
Yeah.
Like he's, you know, he's like doing air humping and
yeah.
You know,
he licks the ball too.
He licks
he licks the ball.
And I wouldn't be surprised, I guess is the way I should say.
Man, don't they call him out for being a pedo? Like, don't they cut away to like him having to go knock on doors and be like, I'm a convicted sex offender?
That's all John Goodman does. John Goodman does the cut.
You just said that, right?
Cutaway. Yeah. And he says, he had to go knocking door to door. He served 6 months in Chino. And he had to go knocking door to door to tell everybody that he was a pederast. And the guy behind him goes, "What's a pederast?"
He says pederast.
They say pederast?
Yeah.
Oh, man,
that's such a good scene, man.
Right.
That's such a good scene, man. It's so
That'll
good.
make you go, hold on. This is a Greek reference, real quick.
They do use
this is
pederast,
referencing what the Greek world was saying about Jesus or something. Because it's the same stuff that the Jews say about him.
Yeah.
That's why they say
if the word pederast wasn't in that scene, it would almost be a stretch. But because the word pederast is there, it it kind of seals the deal a little bit.
And he was rebellious. He was aggressive towards them. You know, he was like, if I catch you whipping your piece out, because he has the gun. John Goodman has a gun on him all the time.
He always has a gun on him.
If I catch you flash your piece on the lane, I'll put it in your mouth and pull the fucking trigger till it goes click. You said it, my man. Like, it gives this impression that Jesus was kind of a rebellious kind of person to be stirring up trouble, not just not avoiding it or whatever. He's approaching somebody and kind of telling him stuff. But that guy nailed that scene, even if that wasn't the way it was supposed to go. But then here's the weird thing: they made a movie called The Jesus Rolls, which is a spinoff.
Oh yeah.
And I never watched it because it's going to have nothing to do with what we think that whole purple Jesus guy reference was even in there in the first place. It was never supposed to be a movie later. This was just a quick slap in the face. Now, the same guy, Ethan Cohen, did a movie called Lady Killers with Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen that.
Greek classicist. And when he's talking to the black lady that he lives with, she's talking about the Bible. She goes to church and she's in the choir and and he's conning her to sneak into a casino and steal their money out of the bank. Pretty much, they're using her basement to tunnel into a place, right? It's another good movie, but it was it was at a time when movies started becoming a little odd, like in the 2005-ish. You know, the early 2000s movies.
Yes, it came out in 2004. It came out 2004. I'm looking at it right now. Man, I forgot about this movie. This is a good movie, man. It's got that guy who played Loke Dog from Dopey Man to South Central with drinking your juice in the hood in it.
So in the movie, there's a scene where she's talking about the Bible and he's hanging out with her, and it's kind of a quiet scene. And she goes, "Have you ever read the Bible?" You know, and he's a Greek classicist, right? So he's like, "Oh, yes." And the camera starts to zoom in on his eyes, right? He goes, "I have found great reward in the good books," almost in the creepiest way. And it's Tom Hanks. So it's even creepier now, just knowing all the shit people have said about Hollywood and him and stuff. But you know, whatever. But yeah, so I think that was another reference and him mocking the religion with the overly enthusiastic choir director at the end credits, and the, you know, all that money she donated to that he ended up robbing, she ended up getting a hold of, and she donated it to some foundation that she sends checks to every month. Just millions of dollars, just gave the whole thing to him, you know. And she tells the sheriff about it. I got a big old bag of money that I found, you know. And
Big
he's
old
like,
bag of
why
money.
don't you go ahead and just keep it, you know, thinking she's
I'm watching
crazy.
this movie after we stream, man. I'm
It's
watching
good.
it literally. As soon
But
as we end, I'm watching.
like I said, though, it's not quite as iconic and nostalgic as The Big Lebowski can be, because in the early 2000s, when I was graduating high school in 2005,
I
all the
think the
movies
Big
that
Lebowski
were
was the
coming
'90s,
out
wasn't
were changed. Well, so what happened was after
it?
9/11, the movies
Yeah,
went from
'98. It was '98.
one style to
Mhm.
now they started becoming militarized. So the money that Hollywood's was throwing at stories like this was just dwindling up. You were better off making another Black Hawk Down type movie,
Yeah, Saving
because we
Private
were,
Ryan, all that stuff was,
yeah,
around that time.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And
like
the Titanic and the Matrix and
yeah, and every era war film at that.
Hmm.
It's not just modern day stuff that they funnel, like Troy was 2003. We had
Right.
been in Afghanistan already and stuff, because Hollywood flips a switch and says, okay, we need blood and guts so that these guys will join the army.
Do you really think that's like
Yeah,
somebody sits down at a table and says that?
I don't think it's, I think it's collectively. You don't like George Carlson said, you don't have to have a an organized sort of you don't have to have an, I can't think. Can you turn it down a little bit, buddy? Sorry. I don't have to be in here. I feel like every time I've told people to turn something down, that it's made a problem. Um, but yeah, so I don't think you don't need an organized approach for
Okay, that's
everybody
fair.
who is benefiting off of the same. So, for example, if you're invested in your 401ks the way that Congress does, you
Hmm.
want kids joining the army right now because you're going to make money
yeah.
off the next 20 years in Iran.
Hmm.
And that's what we're going to do.
I mean, just because they're not sitting around a table with intent to plan it this way doesn't mean it's not happening.
Like COVID, doctors
Right?
knew
Like,
to shut the fuck up and make the money. They didn't have to have a big meeting and all the millions of doctors around the world say, okay, so when this thing comes out, I want you to pretend that it's really going to kill everybody. It's like, no, they're going to, every time you had a COVID symptom, your hospital got $2,000. Even your little doctor practice, even if they had a symptom and they signed a piece of paper, you got $2,000. You're not going to fight that at all. You don't need to. Doctors are smart. They're invested. They're, now that they have their own practice, they're now a businessman. The whole word doctor is a foresight now. That doctor what? They're having to manage 3 medical facilities. They have bills, they have mortgages for each facility they're paying. They're a businessman now. If somebody said, hey, we're about to do, if you just saw a virus was spreading with 99.98% survivability around the globe, you're not going to protest shit because you're about to be stupid rich. Who's going to swat away that money? The good doctors that did, they all walked. They went to court. They had their trials for faking vaccine cards and stuff like that. They all got off because it was bullshit.
Hmm.
Yes, it was a real virus. Yes, it was really killing people, but the mandating and the doctors being held accountable for guys not wanting it, but needing to keep their fucking job. It's like, okay, it's not like it was ever going to stop a transmission. That was a bold-faced lie that I actually covered at Franklin University. I did a freaking thing on that, on how news anchors saying off title, but on air, that every transmission stops with every single vaccination is a lie.
Hmm.
It's never worked that way.
Well,
So the fact that they can make,
but the news doesn't have any reason to be truthful other than reporting, right? So like, especially in America, right? Like, there's no, they can say whatever they want to say, and they don't have any repercussions because they're
It's
entertainment
with the
first,
agenda and not the truth,
right?
right? I
Like,
guess.
Well, there's also an act that happened
right.
in 2012 called the Smith-Month Act, to where if the news is misleading in any way, they're not held liable. And at the same time that this happened, the ceiling for credit card interest was also lifted to unstoppable ceilings. So
I
a
think
lot of
that, but I think that happened in the '90s, though, right? Then they changed the rules of
they did it with the Fed.
news.
They did it with the Fed first, and then they
No,
did it with
I mean
credit
with the
cards.
news, right? Then they changed what it meant that they. So it started in the '70s where you had to have equal, like,
I'm
if
sure
you
they've
had
done
a
it every decade. They've kind of
bro, but yeah, but it
tweaked.
started. It was like in the '70s, you had to have a. If you had a conservative voice, you had to have a liberal voice as well, and like this was
Yeah, yeah. There was like
radio
more,
times, right?
there was like more
Yeah,
honor among
yeah,
among the broadcast companies.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it
what I was saying is that like you're not wrong about what you're saying, but at the same time, like they have no reason to. There's no law saying they have to tell the truth, right? They're reporting and saying something. Whatever they're told, they're told.
right.
They're just people being told what to say. Like it's not
Correct.
exactly the news, right? And that's not
Yeah,
Walter Cronkite, right? That was the '50s. That's a different time. You know what I mean? Like that's not what the news is anymore. The news
Everybody,
is entertainment now.
I'll say
yeah,
this: everybody who was right, and I know this isn't a political show. Everybody who was correct about their philosophy with COVID,
Yeah.
that it wasn't the end of the world, and that it was a huge overreach, and a very large profit was made for a lot of people. They
yeah.
were wrong about Trump the second time, so we're even. So it's everybody thought Trump was going to come in and be like he was the first 4 years and just be all soft and shit. No, he came in and started bombing the fuck out of everybody, which is exactly what he said he wasn't going to do. And here's the funny part: conservatives are mad right now because the liberals were saying this before, but nobody was listening to them because of all the things that liberals are wrong about left and right. It happens, but then the conservatives are too, right? So it's like, what could they possibly do wrong now? Well, the guy comes in, he shits the bed, and now so many people have just fled the red party.
Well, there's poop in the bed. Poop.
I don't know,
Dude,
but
it's not
didn't
cool.
he drop the biggest bomb of all time since I forget, since the '60s in his first term?
Oh, I read
It's the
stuff
one
about
from the
that. I
Rouse
don't really
there.
follow I don't really follow that stuff
He
very much.
dropped it.
I
Well, but
remember
I
reading.
just happened to be at a Mexican restaurant eating tacos, and I saw it on TV.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
Yeah,
I would not. It would never cross this
yeah,
path. I
yeah,
don't pay attention to shit like that. It
that's
just
the
happened
kind
to
of
be on
thing he
TV. You know what
cares
I mean?
about. Like, I worked for his organization, and in close proximity with him often at these rallies because he's right there,
Yeah, yeah.
And we're working with his Secret Service team. Bunch of fucking idiots, corrupt and dumb.
Yeah.
That's how they're able to freaking shoot people on TV or pretend to shoot people on TV, and it works. They don't keep like teams like mine that had him back in 2020 when it was 20,000 people mosh pitting and extreme Secret Service coverage everywhere. Ain't nothing happened at those rallies. But now he didn't. That last time when he got shot in the freaking ear and it grazed him, I was like, how did that even happen? There's 20,000 people surrounding the place that would have been like, hey, like he would have never been on that stage if I was in charge of the fucking rally. They don't have our company with them anymore. I don't know who's got him now, but it sounds like they're all cutting budgets and everybody's down to pencil crews and stuff back when he ran and stuff. And I was like, that Joe Biden was cool. Nothing really was going on during Joe Biden that I was really pissed off about. The Marines kind of shit the bed with how they pulled out, but there's a lot of other people that could have made it better, not just the fucking old man at the White House.
But that was doomed from the beginning. That was nothing to do with him.
It has to be such a slow withdrawal that you still can't get the fuck out. Because by the time you're getting guys out, you got to send new guys in to do more of the trail work and the new guys.
That was nothing with the Marines. That was everything to do with from the beginning. It was doomed from the beginning.
Yeah, well, that's you have these fake credit card wars, man. Like
Yeah,
you have,
yeah.
let's find a reason to go to
That's
Iraq.
fair.
And
That's
it doesn't
totally
have to
fair.
be that bad because people are still looking at a pile of rubble in New York, and it's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
what's up
But
with
tell the
that?
soldiers on the fucking front lines that, right? Like they're seeing war. You know what I mean? It's not a
You
credit
know,
card war to them. You know what I
I
mean?
was I was thinking
Yeah,
about this
exactly.
Iran war, like how it's happening now, and I'm thinking
Yeah.
to myself, like, am I going to tell my kids not to join the military because of what's happening? No, I'm going to still tell them that the military is the best route that I can promise them for at least as long as you don't shit your military career out your ass, you
Yeah.
will leave in a position that has you advantage, and somehow if you're a veteran.
Absolutely. Yes.
I don't
Oh,
want
you
any of
sure
my
went,
kids to
man,
be
for sure.
deployed, but we all have, and it happens, and it's a really fucking tough topic.
But
But like,
it just those people are usually pretty fucked from the beginning, so it's not normally the military that does it to them. So,
Yeah.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
in my experience,
you got to
that
think about the movies
I
that they're
agree. I agree.
watching to get excited about joining the army. It's all pure blood. It's all World War II stuff. It's Black
Yeah.
Hawk Down. It's the
Yeah.
worst situations that have ever existed on TV. That's what these kids are watching. Like, that's what I used to watch before I joined the army. Because how else are you going to go and deal with all of that shit unless you're priming that brain for it? I don't know a lot of guys that didn't know what the army was, and then like stripes. Like I've never really seen too many stripes, in real life where somebody was working at Burger King and then with no preparation, with no prior admiration, just says, you know what? I'm going to join the army. And like, no, there's always like a couple of years where they're watching the stupid movies and they're going to the military stores and looking at shit and stuff, and then they go and join. But every once in a while I hear about like that SEAL that's real popular for like getting kicked out and joining the French Foreign Legion. Like
Who's
he
that?
really did not come from a background that thought T. Kavanaugh. I forgot his name. Taylor Kavanaugh.
I don't know that.
I've heard that name.
It pops up on my YouTube because of the all the army stuff that's in the algorithm I got,
Oh,
so,
okay. All right. That's
yes. So like I follow another Delta dude that like for years nobody knew who Delta guys were. Well, now when they're getting out, they're going on podcasts
and writing books and
and SEALs are writing a lot of lies in a lot of books right now. That's been the kind of
they're allowed to, right? Like that's the whole point. Like you
can
have
get away
to you have to embellish to some point. Like you can't tell every little fucking detail, right? Like you have to tell a story. There's that's part of telling a story is embellishing.
Some guys might have been annoyed with how gung-ho I was for the army. My friend Joe said that I would have been a great recruiter or drill sergeant or something, even though I never did either one.
Yeah.
But other guys don't like that shit. But
Yeah.
if it's not for dudes like me, that like if I talk about Iraq, you'll want to go to Iraq when I'm done talking about it. But it's like, I'm telling
Not
some
me.
PFC.
You
who's
couldn't
asking-
convince me.
Well, like, let's say a kid joined the army and he's about to go. I'm going to be like, oh, dude, you're going to have a blast, bro. You're going to be behind the fucking 240. You're going to be doing this. You're going to have a this. You're going to have a that. Because that's all you can tell that young kid about to go there.
You sound like my recruiter. And I was trying to join the Air Force. And basically he lied to me. And I called him out.
They do.
What's that? Oh, yeah. So I was like, yeah, man, I want to fly airplanes. That's what I want to do. And he was like, yeah, oh, you can do that. And I was like, okay, what do I have to, what kind of requirements do I need, this or that? I took some flight sims and I passed all those shit. And he's like, that's great. You here's the only jobs we have available. And it was like radio fucking, radio repairman. And I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, you already swore in. I said, no, I didn't. Do you have a picture of me with my hand in the air? He's like, no. And I was like, well, then I never swore in. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And, because I went to MEPS and everything. I'm telling you, like, I come from a military family. So it's like, I knew what the fuck I was doing when I got there. I was like, I didn't stand in line. I didn't swear into shit. Fuck you. You don't know what you're talking about.
They're trying to rope you into thinking.
Yes, he did try to rope me in.
And, you just go home and you wait for a job available, or you never join. But
that's what I did. So I went home to wait for a job because I wanted to work in airplanes and fly. And what he didn't tell me is you need a degree. You got to go through all this shit. You got to do all this stuff. He didn't tell me any of that, right? And So I basically backed out, and I was like, fuck this. And he kept showing up, and he would try to come to my house and all this stuff. And I was like, I'm not going. And I didn't swear into shit. Fuck you, man.
No.
And yeah.
Usually,
So
once they get to MEPS, they choose something because they're so ready to be in
I
the
didn't
Air
choose
Force.
anything.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
choose
very
any.
rare.
Yeah, I didn't choose anything. I said I will wait it out. I'm not
Sometimes
doing
they,
that.
sometimes they find a medical thing that you
Oh,
can get a waiver for, but that
Yep.
usually will kill it for someone. And they're
Yep.
like, ah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
no,
if
I
you had
had
a broken arm or something.
I had none of
growing
it.
up,
I did the whole walking and the
like a duck.
peacocking in your underpants and the fucking duck walk or whatever you call it. I did it all.
Yeah.
And yeah, I went home and said, I'm not signing up for anything until you tell me I can fly an airplane.
That's exactly how you got to. They could, like, once again, whenever people from their industry have somebody not from their industry in the room, the
Yeah.
lies and the arrogance and the cockiness or the
Well, but he didn't understand that I come from a military family. I got
Right.
the brief before I got there. I was like, hey, don't fucking agree to shit.
Yeah.
Don't say don't fucking swear into nothing. And
My recruiter
So-
was pretty cool, man. My dad was in Afghanistan when I joined, so
okay.
I went with my mom, and then
Yeah.
the recruiter did the initial stuff. Then I went to MEPS, and then
Mhm.
walked across the floor, and he was trying to get me the best sign-on bonus with airborne school.
Oh,
And I was like, okay, cool. So he said, how about parachute rigger, which is
Yeah.
actually a dope ass job.
Yeah.
You don't deploy. If you deploy, you go to Kuwait, pack chutes in Kuwait.
Yeah.
You pack a certain number of chutes a day, and then you're done. And they get inspected and stuff. And of course, this is somebody's life.
That's
in
what a
your
lot of the
hands.
military people around here talk about is package shoots. That's one of the common. That's
It's
one
a
of
cool
the,
job.
the common jobs around here. Or
You get to wear a red ball cap,
this
and
is
you
another
can see a
one.
rigger on the field anywhere. Hey,
Oh, so you
rigger,
could
come here.
tow. Yep. Yeah.
And they were like, is this okay? Like you have like a slightly torn strap somewhere on it. And he's like, you're good. And
How
it's
many
like,
years
oh,
did you
he's like,
do?
6.
6. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
standard,
3
right?
active and 3 reserve.
3 reserve. Yep.
But I joined the reserves, and
Yep.
then I got home after AIT, was
Mhm.
home and partied for a little bit, then went to Iraq. That was
Yep.
about 15 months. And then I went active duty twice for my reserve unit. So I was there every day, keeping that unit, because like at a reserve unit, you'll have like 15 guys that are there every day.
Right.
And they're
Oh,
in
that's
each
not cool.
department. Yeah, they're called Active Guard Reserve, AGR, whether
Yeah.
you're National
Oh,
Guard
yeah,
or
I've heard
Reserve.
that.
Yeah.
There's called AGR. Now, usually guys are reserve, guard, or active before.
hmm
And then when they go to re-enlist, they find a job that they are qualified for AGR. And then that's the good life. No PT. You go to the gym when you want to. You show up at 9, you leave at 4 with an hour and a half lunch break. I didn't do shit.
hmm
I mean, I managed, like, we had 60 soldiers or so at the headquarters battalion for my brigade. We were on jump status. So all we had to do each weekend was either some skill training and shooting, or we were at a jump. And if you weren't airborne, or if you weren't just on jump status for some reason, like an injury or whatever, you're just chilling on the freaking there's an Air Force base in South Carolina that we used to use. That's got an airstrip. It's called North Air Base. And the Air Force dudes that are stationed there are freaking jacked because all they can do is work out, and they're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So they just
Yeah.
lift. It's like a deployment kind of for them because they don't really go nowhere.
Right.
They're like, yeah, I can drive to Columbia. It's an hour away, Like, you're not going to go there every day, And
Did you get stop lost at all?
no, but I did have guys when I was deployed who were IRR called back.
Oh,
They were
okay.
at home going to college, fat college kids,
Yeah.
been deployed OIF 1, which is the first year of the
Yeah.
Iraq war, which was
Yeah.
the deadliest of all of them. And so they never wanted to see the Army. They did 3 years and got out. A lot of people don't realize the Army has 3-year contracts with
Yes.
5 inactive years. It's 8 no matter what. The reserves starts at 6, but it's reserve, so you're only every other weekend and drills
2
and
weeks
stuff.
2 weeks a month or 2
But when
weeks
you're
a
in the
year.
reserves, you can find a deployment that's leaving, and you can get attached to that mobilization. So if let's say you hate your job, like, you're living in Charlotte and you work for Wells Fargo, and you hate your life, your unit might not be deploying, but the 422nd is. and they need 2 more senior NCOs. Do you want to go? Like, fuck yeah. Or you can ask your first sergeant, hey, who's deploying? And I was in civil affairs, which is actually a really popular job. It was a special operations, even in the reserve job, until 2006. The active components still are, but you go to jump school usually, and if you're in long enough, he'll send you to language school. If you're active, you have to go to both of those. But you can actually avoid jumping if you're in the reserves for CA, and you can avoid language school if you want. So you can be a dirtbag soldier that just goes to AIT, comes home, drills for 6 years, and gets the fuck out. And, never have gone to an advanced school, never have gone to airborne. Some people are scared of jumping out of an airplane, which I totally get. Some people are scared.
I'm not. I would love to jump out of an airplane right
I'll
now.
probably be terrified too. I'd probably love it, but the initial act of making myself jump out is hard. But like,
did it.
I have zero. Let's
All
do
the
it.
Yeah.
guys do it. That's all.
You make it happen, Witch Doctor. I'll jump out of an airplane right now. Let's go.
Well, I've only jumped once after the Army, and it's a freaking headache because if the weather isn't right, you got to take a day off of work.
Yeah,
you gotta either use skydive, or they do have static line versions of skydiving where they let you out a little bit lower, but your chute opens the second you come out, right? Which is how
it pulls it for you, I guess. Like,
yeah. Now, if you're Halo, that is high altitude, low opening skydiving, which are completely different than airborne. Airborne, you're putting a battalion of people on a fucking strip of land fast. So the airplane's 500 feet off the ground, and they're throwing motherfuckers out. Just
when a clown car in the air. It's like an air car, air clown
pieces. You'll have 60 aircrafts throwing motherfuckers out at once.
Mm-hmm.
They're just one behind the other, behind the other, behind the other. You'll have a whole Ranger battalion on the ground, and they'll have that whole airfield theirs.
Aren't they usually staggered by a certain amount of time, right? So like they're kind of like this, not like this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I can't remember how they did. Like,
it makes sense.
You want to stagger them,
and there's still some dangers. Like there's wind. Like you can get blown into trees. You can if your chute doesn't open at 500 feet, you got 1 second to pull your reserve, which is death, right? So they usually don't even give you a reserve. But in Panama, they did give them reserves, and they went up to 550, and they just said, if you don't feel it yank, pull the fucking reserve. So my colonel, when he jumped out, he was like, dude, I saw the anti-aircraft tracers just coming up all around us. And he said he went to lower his rucksack so you don't ride that fucker all the way down to the ground. You can lower it on a string so it hits first and then you hit. And by the time he went to lower his rucksack, he hit the ground already.
Jeez.
Because they were 500 feet ain't very tall.
It's not very high. Not a lot. Yeah.
Y'all have probably been in buildings that were taller.
No, my house is about 600 feet from above sea level. So yeah.
Right.
That's where I live.
It's pretty cool. You just got to run.
In Nova Scotia, you're like fucking 200 feet if you're lucky.
No, I'm in Newfoundland. I'm like right.
Oh, you're Newfoundland? Okay.
Yeah. Which is still.
You're like 40 feet then.
The sea is right there. I'm looking at it right now.
You're 40 fucking feet above sea level.
Yeah.
I'm from the coast, so like.
Like 100 feet on a hill, but.
We're at sea level there, like like down in Charleston, it's like you on the water. So if you live in Walterboro,
call it lowland for a reason. Yeah,
it's like swamp. Even if you live
all swamp,
in a dry field, if you dig 1 foot, it'll fill up with water. Just right crazy. There. Yeah, but I mean, it's not too bad. It's just if you're from there, you don't want to live there anymore. Like I'm sure. All the places you lived as a kid, you don't really want to go back and live.
Nope. No, I'm good.
Something about how it wouldn't be the same. And the people that you knew from there, none of y'all really know each other no more. Everyone's a different person now. Like I couldn't imagine moving back to Walterboro, man. Like I don't think anybody there really even likes me. It's like none of my friends or anything from there like would want to hang out or nothing. I'd be like, this is stupid. And there's no one left over. Like everybody that wanted to get the fuck out of those small little towns, they did. And everyone left over just found someone single, got married, pumped the kids out, and, God's sorting them out now or whatever. But it's just kind of like a lot leftovers when you go to a small town when you're older that you knew everyone in, you know, and everyone's kids are, you know, older and stuff. It's just weird. I don't know how to describe it. It's like, yeah, we're all parents now. Like, I've seen all of y'all puke in toilets. Like, you know, like, it's just, I don't know. It's different. But I think I changed so much that I wasn't the same guy to them anymore. Like, I was always like the fat guitar playing guy. And then when I was like Mr. Bodybuilder and stuff, whenever I would go home, I don't think they wanted me to hang around. I don't think they liked the energy. Yeah, they just weren't, we weren't the same people no more. Yeah, so I kind of leave them alone now.
It's like, shit, you look good and you stop playing guitar. Damn it.
Yeah, I stopped playing guitar a lot.
You still play?
Yeah.
Not really. I mean,
No.
so my wife bought me a Jim Stevie Vai's signature series guitar.
That's a beautiful guitar, man. That's nice.
Yeah, I was playing it a lot, but like,
is it a PRS?
77.
It's Ibanez. It's made for Ibanez.
Oh, an Ibanez. Okay.
Yeah.
The JEM, the Ibanez JEM.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
77P.
Yep.
It's got DiMaggio. It's got the dual and the single.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. It's a lightweight guitar, you know, not maybe compared to like a Strasbourg, but like it's a lightweight. He cut out the monkey grip so that it took some wood out.
Yep.
And it's real thin. You know, he didn't.
Yeah.
Stevie Vai, I can't see him. Well, he has these crazy neck guitars, but like I can see him not wanting a heavy ass like guitar because he's 80s hair metal type stuff, you know, and it's fast fingers, and there's not a whole lot of just like there's not a whole lot of power chords in Stevie Vai's repertoire.
No, that's all blues shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, his rhythm guitar parts sure do, but not his lead.
Yeah, like I don't know.
But the rhythm section for sure plays lots of power chords.
Well, what do you play, Scobe? Do you play guitar and bass? And
I play everything, but I mostly play shoegaze. So I just play whatever fucking comes. I don't know what I'm doing. I just have a fun time and just fucking play, you know.
Got you.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guitars.
Nice, yeah. That's cool, man.
I'm kind of.
It's one of my favorite things to do is just come up here, have some beers, and play a guitar and go to bed. Like it's. You know, if I'm not working on a project, that's what I'm doing, and then I will, in between, you know.
So y'all have a show Friday coming up.
Friday, yes, with this guy. Oh shit, that doesn't work. You're up there. With you are our guest, right?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I have no idea what the fuck Mandy has planned for this, so you know.
He said he had someone else he was trying to get on.
Yeah, he said. Hold on. He said. Let me see.
I forgot because he was supposed to go live June 2nd, which is why I was like, "Hey, let's go."
That's tomorrow, right? Or that's today.
Yeah, that's why I was like, "Hey, yeah, I'm free tonight." He's like, "Oh, I can't," but hey, Skobie wants to come on. I was like, "Oh yeah, okay." I go live all the time, but every once in a while, I take kind of a break, you know, because I'll go live so much that it's just like, God.
He said Adjunct Alex, which is a professor, and that's all I got. A philosophy professor. So I don't know who this person.
I mentioned that name before.
I have to look him up, and I don't know who it is, but I still have to make the flyer and everything. But
oh, cool. You mean like the thumbnail by flyer or actual flyer?
I have no idea. Like I said, my little man was still shitting his brains out last night, so like it was fucking crazy here. It was. I didn't even eat dinner. It was so gross. Like I was like, I can't even focus right now. So bad.
Man. I haven't had too many bad episodes yet with little man. You know, he's been doing pretty freaking awesome.
That's good. Yeah.
And Dean, man, he hasn't gotten sick in a while either. I think he got sick once this whole year.
That's good.
But you know, I don't know how busy their schools might be.
Right. Yeah.
Like your schools might be way more congested, way more kids. You know,
it's New England too. It's fucking weird. Like, you know, there's.
How did y'all wind up there?
That's where I'm from. I was born here.
Oh no!
And we bounced around from military base to military base, and then I just stayed here. Met a girl, got married, had kids. That's just, you know, that's what happens.
Yeah, I feel you there. I had one phase of that when I was in my 20s. I kept roaming around the earth, you know, for a little bit.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
whatnot. But now I'm like, I probably won't leave this part of the country for a minute, just because you know now I'm trying to get kids grown up and stuff.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
old are you young ones?
8 and 4.5.
Oh, okay, cool. I
Yeah.
just bought my 8-year-old a dirt bike. And he's been loving
Nice.
that thing. It was only like
Nice.
$600. You know, I
All
was
right.
like, all right, that's they have electric ones for like
Yeah, yeah.
200.
I see the kids ripping on them around here.
Yeah, I got him one of those, and he busted the back tire because
Oh shit. Yeah.
it was a cheap one, like 200
Yeah.
bucks. So I was like, well, I could get you a new tire, but I also kind of want to get you a gas one because it was only so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Because once he got used to that a little electric one, it wasn't quite enough,
Yeah.
you
No,
know.
they're good, but they're only good at certain. They're really meant for like transport in like fucking cities and shit to bounce around on even planes. Once you hit a hill, it's not really meant for that. You know what I mean? It's meant for going down a hill, not
Right.
going up a hill. Good luck.
I was gonna say, well, I know up there the neighborhoods are different.
Yeah.
Like
Like the
everything's
layout, you
built
mean?
on
Like the street layout?
hills, and you know, wait, you're up in a city type place or like more rural or
No, we live in the forest in like basically a fucking neighborhood that was built in the middle of nowhere. You know, so like
oh wow,
the closest shit the closest highway is like 15 minutes by
really?
Yeah,
back
yeah,
roads. Yeah,
this
yeah.
is
Where
right, like,
somebody just bought this land, built a fucking neighborhood in the middle of nowhere, and yeah,
How's he do it?
that's cool. That's like what all of Newfoundland is like.
yeah, yeah.
It's basically
I'm gonna
all of
say
Newfoundland,
I'm gonna
except for
wait till
St. John's, because St. John's is an actual city, but everywhere else is basically just like fucking
Uh,
20 people in the woods, basically.
well, that's because the Dutch tried to, you know, colonize that area and it didn't work. So then,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Everybody, this is Lady Witch
Well,
Doctor, and this
look
is
at that
Little
little
Man.
guy. Look at that.
well, look at that.
I try
Hey,
to go live in the living room so that I can be around them and stuff. But little
Yeah.
Steven, he just woke up and we
Oh,
put him down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he sleeps for 1 hour, then he
Yeah.
wakes up.
yeah, that's about
And
right.
then he
that
doesn't
sounds
even
like
really
me.
want milk at the time. He just wants her. But I'll get him sometimes and he'll kind of fall back asleep on me. But the second I put him down again, it's like, and then at a certain point of the night, she usually has to pull him up, hey buddy, into the that's how he talks to me.
Wait, in the bed with you guys over there?
Yeah, so he gets in the bed with her. Now I've heard we have both studied every pro and con and every old wives' tale, but I've heard back in the day, you know, don't sleep with the babies in the bed. But then I've heard all over the place, it's better for the babies to sleep in the bed.
Yeah, I don't know anyone who says not to sleep with the baby in the bed. Every single mother I've ever met has slept with their baby in their bed.
Yeah, because the babies don't sleep in the bed.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so they
Some do, but some don't. I mean, they even say till 4 years old almost is like, hey, like it should be
Really?
sharing the bed at some point. Yeah.
you know, and I was cool with that. I was always waking them up
hmm
or they were waking me up. So I started sleeping on the couch a little bit just to catch up on sleep.
Yeah.
I was getting so behind. I don't sleep good anyway. And if I think I'm going to wake someone up being awake, my anxiety kicks in like a little girl. And I can't sleep all night thinking that I'm going to wake up 100 times to pee. When I finally do go to sleep, I wake up in a panic and have to urinate, wake up them up. It's like so ridiculous. But when I fall asleep on the couch watching TV, I'll be out for 6 hours straight. It makes no sense. And I think it's from being military. And in our house, you could, on like the weekends and stuff, like you could sleep wherever. The couch in the living room, you could sleep on the floor, the back porch. No one cared, you know. And even in the country, like having a barn, like sometimes you want to go start a fire and sleep next to the fire. Like nobody gave a shit. So I got so used to like not sleeping in the bed at one point, and then I joined the army, and then the sleep just got ruined. And then that was the thing. It was never like I was. So one thing I noticed I'll do is at different times in my life, I'll pace around the house till midnight. Everyone else is asleep. I think a lot of dudes do it when they have families, just because they're like, I'll stay up for a little bit. Just, you know. keeping an ear out, you know,
Yeah, that's
kind
fair.
of like a tornado situation. If we didn't watch the news, we would have all gone to bed hours before that shit started and woken up to it, you know.
Right.
But they were tracking it some, and we normally
Oh
don't
yeah, yeah.
much. But that was why it was so weird. It was like, yeah, so what? There's a storm coming. This is, you know, who cares? And then it was like, no, apparently, like there's a tornado, and like
It's a bad
so
one.
what? There's always tornadoes like around here. It's like, no, like apparently this one's coming here.
Yeah, it's a big
And
one.
we watched it happen on the radar and everything. We watched it literally go over our town and felt it the whole way.
Oh well, it must have been cool. Well, not cool, but like, you know,
So,
Cool
like
to
I
a
said,
point, yeah.
yeah,
wasn't
not cool.
traumatic. What was more traumatic was having to tell all the roofers and construction guys trying to get on the deal. That was causing us more stress than anything. Even being at work, people are showing up and knocking on the door, and my wife's got to deal with it with the baby in her hands, and she's not trying to have no arguments with some guy in a Denali, you know, who won't spit his dip out to freaking for the sales pitch, like, because he's just selling roofs like left and right. And some of those people aren't messed up. Some of those people really will hook you up. But some people
Roofers,
are,
man. Oh god.
it's the fact that our entire neighborhood was traumatized. And then you can't even be in your front yard cleaning up because people will stop and talk. They don't just go door to door. They look for someone in their yard. They try to, you know, they don't fish very hard, you know.
Yeah.
But either way, I mean,
if you can see the fish, you don't have to fish hard. The fish are right there in front of you.
You know,
What do you
I'm in the backyard today with the kids, and we don't really do that much because so many things can go wrong. A rooster could freaking claw a kid for the first time. Gigi snorted at them. I was like, I've never even seen her go. Like, I've never seen her do that. I doubt. Well, yeah, because they traumatized my damn pig. I was like, hey kids, if you're running the pig away, the goats are gonna eat all the corn, and the pig won't get any food. So not only are you traumatizing her right now because she thinks you're gonna take her or something. I don't know. She's never liked people touching her, even when she was little. Boy, she would scream. It sounds like a freaking chainsaw. I mean, thank God we're in the country. If anybody in the suburbs snuck a pig into their house, you would think that someone was murdering their wife. You would not. You would call the cops. You would not.
Does sound kind of crazy,
I mean, and not only that, your neighbors probably still call the cops on you if they saw you bringing a pig into your house. They'd be like,
not around here, but yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I lived in some suburbs, and even chickens would probably piss off some Karen.
They would, yeah.
I got chickens right outside of my studio window.
Really?
Yeah.
Not me, but my neighbor has chickens.
Oh, cool. I was going to ask you like all the things, but if you don't have them.
I don't know shit about any of that. Yeah.
Man,
my town made it legal for people to own up to six.
They
chickens.
just changed the law where you can have up to 6 chickens within certain.
Nice. We got an acre, so we specifically didn't buy too big of a property. But in Texas, 1 acre properties, neighborhood style, are everywhere.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants a little bullshit in their backyard.
100 feet is an acre.
1 acre is. I don't know how to.
I'll look at.
I think it's 1,000 by 1,000, right?
I have no clue. I thought it was kind of a standard metric thing where it was a whole.
Oh, it was huge.
I thought it was a whole nother made up unit.
What was I thinking of? Never mind.
My mom had 17. I can kind of look at an area and kind of guess, but sometimes I'm on someone's house and I'm like, how many acres is this? Like my buddy Phil, he was like 3, and I was like 3. He had so much shit on it though, you didn't notice that it was 3 acres though. Like some of these big mansions, they're on an acre alone, just the house,
right?
Then the yard, you know. So you have a 5 acre property, but you're like, where's the yard? It's like it's the house and the front yard and the side yards and everything that's not fenced in that you might belong to. I was going to buy a house when I first moved here. Me and Nikki went and looked at a house, and it was built on a piece of property that somebody had chunked off and sold.
Right.
family inheritance. But there was a giant power line supporter going through the property.
Hmm.
And they were trying to sell us property where part of the property was this chunk that the thing was sitting on. And I'm like, if you're not paying me for life
Right.
for that being on my property, I'm not buying this house. But if you're gonna pay me for life for owning this piece of land that fucker sits on, I almost feel like they should.
Yeah. No, I think you should.
We backed out because the house was too small anyway.
Yeah.
But we were scared that somehow these motherfuckers in these different industries, when it comes to houses, look, they do things in Texas like they'll get you to sign a wraparound loan if you got to move real fast. And then they have full legal rights over the house, but it's your credit report still
For how long?
for the entire length of the mortgage. They can
For
stop paying.
a wraparound loan?
It's a made up bullshit that certain states find certain ways to do this finicky bullshit, this Connie artist type stuff. It's a gray area thing, right? Where what he did was illegal, but in order to find a guy whose telephone numbers changed 100 times and the websites have all gone out and stuff, we cannot like you cannot find these guys after a year or two of them paying your mortgage, and then they start not paying it for 3 months, and then they pay it, and your credit goes, and you can't find the guy. You can't sell the house because you're not the tenant. You have no record of who is in there right now. They're renting it out to someone, and they're making money off of it. And that mortgage might be $1,200.
Right.
In today's market, he's charging $3,000 to live in it, making stupid money off.
And you don't have a deed because you never paid the property off, so that you're still stuck in it to some negotiation level.
That
Holy
kind of stuff
shit,
happens
that's
in Texas.
crazy.
Kind of like the balloon loans in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
They would do this thing where they'd make your mortgage like $500 for a year or two.
Right.
And then it went to an adjustable rate that can change at any time and with no ceiling cap. So you would have a house worth $300,000, pay $500 every month for it, and then after a certain amount of after 2 years or something, it then opened up to a prorated amount per every month that was left.
Yeah.
But they could jack the interest up underneath your feet. So what happened? The housing market collapsed in 2008. And if y'all want to watch a really good movie on that particular scenario, watch The Big Short and the Epstein. The Epstein interview with Steve Bannon has more information on why that housing market collapsed from the insider perspective, from the president's mouth. This all started during Clinton, because they were trying to give subprime mortgages to people that were from lesser means. And if you denied it, it was prejudice.
Mm-hmm.
So we gave everybody a loan, including war veterans who have horrible lifestyles, usually marriages falling apart and things like that. They start throwing VA loans out there and subprime loans. Housing market crashed. It's from that finicky bullshit. These Connie type dudes, the con artist types, they find a way to get blood out of a rock. Whether it's suing people's homeowners insurances for money for doing repairs on your air conditioner, or whether it's being a property manager that gets you to sign a wraparound loan that gives him full freaking legal right over the property, and he's not responsible for it at all.
That's crazy. I never heard of that before until right now.
Because probably where you're at, they have enough unionized type organizations going after motherfuckers doing that. The sad part is the bigger companies putting those guys out of business are the guys buying everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like, who's the bad guy, right? Everybody. But
man, I get text all the time. It's like, hey, your house, You know,
Let's refinance.
no,
Let's
it's we want to buy your house for this much money. It's like, well, fuck off.
Oh,
Like,
you're getting proposition from
yeah,
companies to
I get
sell.
texts all the
They're
time. It's
trying
like,
to
hey,
Monte Cristo you.
yeah, no, you're not gonna Monte Cristo.
We've come to buy your beautiful home. Like,
We
really?
want to offer you X amount of money.
Up
What
there,
does that
your
mean?
house has got to be over $1 million.
Mine?
Mhm.
No, I live in a tiny little house, dude.
Oh, well, it's still up there.
I'm
You
on
up north.
I'm on a quarter of an acre of property. It's a tiny little.
Mine,
It's
1 acre,
It's a little ranch.
2,000 square foot brick house with fully fenced in with a barn with 390
Okay.
in 2003.
Okay. Nice.
Not bad, you know.
Not bad at all.
Interest rates were gay, but other than that,
Gay.
the overall price wasn't that bad. My first house was $175,000. What I would kill for that $900 payment every day right now. But I would have to live in Columbia, South Carolina, and that
Yeah.
would suck because
That
I would
would
have
suck.
no employment opportunities after being there for so many years.
You'd have to be remote and do something fucking online or something.
You know, that's actually kind of true even with where I live now, which is why I'm in cybersecurity. Oh, and I just finished my junior year.
Oh,
Because
good.
I'm a
Nice.
senior officially now, but
You
taking the
doing
summer off.
Cisco or what? What's the
Franklin University.
Franklin University?
Yeah,
Okay.
bachelor's in computer science, cybersecurity.
Okay.
Yeah, real basic. You know, I just got done with IT 136, so yeah, my brain cells are gone now. But now I know how codes work, and now you never have to really re-show me. Now I have to just keep practicing it to memorize them. Memorizing how to write the code is the hardest part. Anybody the first day can pretty much tell you what a code is doing, just reading it. You know, it's just English. You know, it's just this plus this, return sum. Like it's so basic, which actually helps when you're trying to learn it, because if they give you the end of the code, you know what has to have existed here to be here now. So even if you're kind of not like, if you're older like me and you're extremely ADD and trying to learn computer programming, it's worse than trying to learn French, because at least with French I can use the shit. But like when I go on with my life for the day, I have to watch videos on computer programming, which doesn't really connect to anything culturally other than computer stuff, which is not what I'm watching on TV. I did tell the professor, we talked one night, I said, I've had TBIs and stuff, whatever. Those are my problems. You know, I was like, I chose to be in school. This is the one course I wish wasn't online. Because when you're learning it by yourself and you're rewatching a video the night before and the guy is Chinese and his accent is so thick that when you're trying to understand something as intricate as learning a language, whether it be guitar, coding, or a spoken language, I think even everybody would agree that if the guy's first language isn't yours, it's going to be a little bit tougher because he can't even speak English properly. So he's trying to explain a code and he's saying words wrong and he's phrasing things wrong, and even reading the questions on the exam, his sentence will have grammar errors.
Are the subtitles correct?
No, they're auto-generated from
okay,
Skype
yeah.
and stuff. But what I would do is I would highlight the
Skype.
whole fucking transcript and put it in ChatGPT and say, summarize every section he went over. And it would correct his issues as well. And so that was kind of my hat. I was like, I don't have a teacher to just raise my hand and ask a question. And I'm doing this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm working with Johnny at the ranch that we were doing security at. Like, I'm on my laptop using his Wi-Fi. We're checking in trucks. And I'm like, all right, okay. Something is less than or equal to blah, blah, blah. You know, trying to figure out this stuff while working and managing a team, and with the new baby at home, that it made it very difficult to start computing courses. Now, if this was history, and I'm just memorizing dates and when somebody was killed and stuff, like, that's easy. I don't know why that sticks with me so much more. I mean, I don't know. I guess the topics we all talk about, right? You just care about it more. But even if it was like
a date's not a language either, right? Like memorizing a piece of information is not the same as learning a decoding language, because it is a language, right?
the way memory works is so crazy. Like you can tell me like someone's phone number, and I'll be able to hang on to that for a couple of days.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'll be able to regurgitate it, but then it'll kind of fade a little bit. And then other times I feel like I have no short term. But if I do something every day and retain 5% of it, after a few weeks, the long-term memory kicks in. And now it's been part of my memory for so long that now I'm remembering it. So I can't, it's like my ADD is bipolar. And it's like one day I have great short-term memory and can't remember anything from my past when I'm trying to pull it out, telling stories and stuff, telling lies.
But how much do you think that is related to, you know, I mean, you're a new dad, you're sleeping on the fucking couch. I'm like, all these things add up. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
Yep.
if you could optimize a perfect day, do you think how much of that would stick? Do you know what I mean? If that makes no sense at all.
No, well, I guess in a perfect world.
That's what I mean. In a perfect world,
you're
sleeping 8 hours a day. You're not getting interrupted. You know, like.
Oh yeah. It would be much easier. And I will say that I'm the only guy who is diagnosed with ADD, and the doctors will shower them with Adderall. Who doesn't do it? I did all that when I worked in the nightclubs and stuff, but I've never taken it for college. Every time I went to college, I was never taking anything. So when I went to the doctor yesterday, I was like, hey, dude, I'm in cybersecurity school at 39. I was like, I don't really like taking ADD medications, but if you have any that you would recommend, I might be considered taking them. He's like, well, which ones did you ever like? I was like, I'll be honest, bro, I only liked Adderall. He was like, all right, there you go. I was like, okay. All right. I've never really had an issue with it, but when I used to bounce the club, I would take them every night and then not sleep.
Yeah.
So I have sleep deprivation issues I did to myself when I didn't have to for years. That now I'm like, by 11 o'clock, I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm going to sleep now. You know, like I just
usually the same. I can't get 10:30, 11 o'clock is usually tap out time for me.
Well, it kills me too, because like doing YouTube, like I'll get Gnostic Informant on. Well, this dude sleeps during the day, so he wants to be on till 4 in the morning, and I'm like, literally one time I was leaning over a fan, practically hallucinating because I was getting up at 4 in the morning to do security and stuff, and I had to get up at 4 in the morning again. I had to tell Marcel to end the show for me after 4.5 hours with Gnostic.
I had to do the same thing with Mandy. Mandy was here. And he was on with Gnostic, and he's doing all kinds of shit. I'm like, dude, I need to. Then my comfy chair is right over here. Right. You can't see it. It's a big wing back, and that's where I sleep a lot. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna go sit over here. If you have any, you know, like technical shit, let me know. But I'm gonna sit over here. I'm probably gonna fall asleep. And then I woke up to people being like, oh, we heard Skobie snoring in the background. I'm like, that's my sleeping chair, bro. Like, it's fucking 3 in the morning.
That's awesome.
I can't stay up past, you know, and I'm a rapper, right? I've done this, right?
Yeah.
But after 2 o'clock, 2 a.m., I'm done. I'm done at 10:30, but I can make it work sometimes, but man, that fucking...
And you don't want to like drink caffeine and stuff to stay up, because then you'll be screwed all night.
No, it'll wreck your life. Yeah, you shouldn't drink caffeine past 3 p.m.
I drink caffeine right now. It's 1 a.m.
Oh, good for you. That's crazy. Is it really 1?
He can do it.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m. Well, no, it's midnight actually.
Yeah, okay.
But he can sleep tomorrow.
Yeah, good for you. Yeah, you don't have kids to wake you up at 6:30 in the morning, so.
Yeah. Of course.
I've been lucky right now.
I'm privileged in that way, and I wouldn't recommend it like to everybody.
I've been there when I was in my 20s. That's what I used to do. I would go to dive bars and stay up till fucking 4, and go to work the next day. So.
Yeah.
I had to go to sick hall one time. I was so sick from staying out late and stuff. I swear I got roofied.
Yeah.
But what I did was I went to where sick hall was, and I just filled out the slip myself and went back to my unit. And I was like, they put me on quarters, which means go sit in the bed all day. Yeah. And they were like, okay, see ya. And my buddies were like, I can't believe they put you on quarters. They never do that. And I was like, yeah, they fucking didn't, dude. I wrote it myself. I'm not going to go sit in line for an hour and let some PFC tell me I can go recover. Fuck y'all. They're not going to know who the hell was working. Here you go. and just give it back to. So many people took advantage of stuff like that in the Army. I didn't do that very often, but this was one of those situations where I was like, I could get in trouble because if they drug test me and some motherfucker tried to roofie who's ever drink I drank, you know, because sometimes people just give you drinks and it was some chick might have had it in her hand or something, or baby mama back in the day. And like some guy roofied her when she took a piss, and then she gave me the drink, and then I'm fucking drugged, you know, like that happened. I did not feel right the next day, and but they were like, "Don't tell your command about it." They're like, "Don't tell anyone about it though, because if you got roofied or something, then they're not. You can't prove you didn't take it on your own." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's a drug that's only used. Like, who's gonna take it? Who's gonna take a drug like that for themselves? Like it's like
a kid in my town roofied a bunch of his friends at the bar one night, man. That was a wild experience as a joke. Like he thought it was gonna be so funny. And he didn't understand like I guess how strong roofies are, and like just roofied 8 of his friends for like a laugh. And
that's
like
that's like the Hangover when he gave all of his friends hits of LSD.
Man. It was not a good night.
It's a night.
Yeah, it's not a good night.
Shit, I ain't gonna keep you all night, man. We didn't have a lot going on, but so Friday we got myself coming on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk about Antonius some. My viewers, you got to go check out Skobie Won's channel. Let me actually pull it up while we're here.
I think I threw the link in the chat, but I can't remember.
Oh shit! I should put it up. Oops.
Oh, there it is.
Here we go.
That's my fault.
Oh, there it is.
There's a way that I could copy that. I can't copy it. I wish I could like copy and repaste it.
It's not meant to do that.
Yeah.
But Friday night we're going to be on Skobie's channel. Mandy has another guest coming on. We're going to talk a little bit about Skobie's upcoming book release. We're going to talk a little bit about Antonius some. I'm going to read one of the chapters that I'm supposed to submit to you for the new book. But
I'll get the Kindle before then. Did you put a Kindle?
I'll just send you the thing.
Okay, whatever you want.
Yeah. And I'll send you the PDF. Well, if I send you the Word document, it can read it to you. I don't know if you have the text to speech.
I have Speechify, yeah.
Oh, you have Speechify, so I can send you like a PDF of it.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I use Speechify all fucking day. Gnostic sent me shit the other day. I literally don't consume anything that doesn't have some sort of value to me. So the news, I don't listen to the news. I'm only listening to like
it's very pragmatic.
Smart people talk.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'll send you that. But
okay.
I'll we'll hit you up. I'll hit you guys up on Friday, and I might go live 8:30 Eastern time.
Eastern time. So that's 7:30 your time, right? Are you an hour behind or 2?
1 hour behind.
Okay, you're Central Texas.
Yep.
Okay.
Smack dab in the middle.
That's a good question too, though, because it changes 2 more times.
Yes. No, it changes. I think about 50 miles from where you are. It's another time zone.
Probably.
Right.
Driving to New Mexico will throw you off because you're
funny arm, right?
Because you're going backwards in time.
Mm-hmm. And there's some places who don't do it at all, right? There's like
mountain time.
Yeah, they don't have any. They don't do the
There's 2 states that don't do it.
Indianapolis, right?
Could be. I have no idea.
I think Indiana.
Oh yeah, they don't do daylight savings time.
They don't do daylight savings time.
And Montana, or some like weird Midwestern.
Might be Idaho.
That's what I was thinking. Like something
might be Idaho.
I
don't know. I've never
I heard
been.
Idaho was the shit though.
It's super cool. Yeah.
I heard it was like the shit. Yeah. You know. So Nikki had her last pro show in Utah. Okay. Which was cool. Driving through Moab and seeing the dirt bike dudes working at the gas station and stuff, like awesome. Skydivers and parasailers, all the Red Bull type shits out there, and all the Native American stuff. And it's all in New Mexico is green, but then Utah is medical only.
Okay.
So I had a bunch from New Mexico when we went up there, but I was so scared because when we got to Salt Lake City, the fucking Mormon pilgrims were everywhere.
Well, you can't even get a double drink in Utah. You can't get a double. You can't even get
What?
beer above 7%. I think 7.
Nope. And there's no liquor.
I think yeah.
That's
No liquor
crazy.
drinks. And wine, you can't even have it delivered to your house. In the state of
It's
Utah,
crazy.
there is no wine delivery. You have to go to a bar that has a special license, and some of them
Yeah.
have partitions so you can't see the bar while you're eating in the restaurant.
You can't get any alcohol delivered to your house where I live in Newfoundland because we will all drink ourselves to death.
Oh, well, my
Nice.
wife. So, like after her show, she put on these leather pants and like this, like this tight spandex like shirt and stuff. And like we went out to a Brazilian steakhouse, and it was full of Mormons and Muslims. She
Yeah.
immediately put her sweatshirt on when we sat down. She was like, "Every woman in here is staring at me like I'm the devil." Like, and she couldn't get any wine to dry up with because like before shows, you'll drink some wine.
Oh, yeah.
It'll kind of you'll piss out some extra water and stuff. You look
Mhm.
better. Everybody looks good the day after, like they got like when they're hungover and they go to Waffle House. Like everybody, like you're like, oh man, like I look good now because you're all dehydrated and shit. But
Yeah.
that's what we used to just do when we were younger drinking. But it's true, and so bodybuilders do it. But I went to Whole Foods, Walmart, everywhere, and talked to cops and everything, and they're like, yeah, you can't get wine nowhere. She's gonna have to go down to one of the wine bars and drink some there. And I was like, who in the fuck would move to this goddamn city?
It says
I drove
horrible.
to a desert to get here and can't do shit.
Yeah.
And it wasn't
Fuck
about
that.
me though; it was about her show, you know. But then we watched a YouTube comparing Salt Lake City to Denver,
Yeah.
and Denver won by a
Oh,
mile.
of course.
I don't know why I didn't say, hey, choose a
That's
show
not
in
Utah.
Denver. I thought Utah was kind of on the same level as like Colorado. And for some reason, even knowing the Mormons and everything are out there, I was unprepared. I didn't know it was going to be that much. But
That's
just
why there's
driving
no
around
alcohol.
town, everyone's
There's no
wearing the
Mormons. Okay, yeah.
and those women that are in the Mormon church, oh, they act like Hillary Clinton. They are like they are in charge, you know, like they
Legend in church.
marriage. Oh yeah, because if you've made your way into that temple, like you don't get to just go to that temple. That temple's like only for higher ranking motherfuckers. So if you have any rank there, like they have their own parking lot and everything just for that temple, and people are getting out looking like fucking Oregon Trail and everything. Like just I'm like, wow, it is thick, and it's so funny because I'm supposed to have a Mormon on who
Oh,
left Mormonism. Yeah, he owns the gym.
Oh, cool.
No, this is going to be a
He
good
owns the
story.
what?
He owns the gym I go to.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He left
cool.
the church when he realized that this whole ideology was just the most ridiculous thing in the world. Everybody he ran into
Oh, yeah.
outside of that Mormon world, they debunked it so fast. The Egyptian hieroglyphs that he claims mean something, Egyptologists have just ripped that to shreds. The failed resurrection or the second coming failure that never happened. And like there's documentaries on it, and we've all talked about it. South Park's done it.
Yeah,
You know,
I only know the South Park story, so everything. I don't
I
know the
only
actual
know-
story.
That's why I want to bring him on and interview him and not even dig any deeper, because I can dig and dig and dig, but like I want to hear it from this guy's perspective.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I've seen Religulous. I've seen
What's that?
a couple
That
of
must be technical.
Religulous is a movie that came out in the early 2000s with Bill Maher, which you may or may not like.
Well,
But
I don't
Okay.
know.
a lot of atheists like this movie because it's a documentary making fun of religions just in general and how ridiculous they are. And he calls it Religulous. And it's
That's
a pretty
funny.
good documentary. You've probably seen clips of this on YouTube and
Yeah.
other pseudo theology channels, which we all kind of follow, obviously, you know. And so, like, there's a clip of him going to like a marijuana church, and he like asked the guy the same question twice, and the guy forgot. His hair caught on fire. Like, it was the funniest thing. And he goes to the Mormon temple in Utah, and the little Mormon fuzz run him off. They're like, yeah, you can't be filming out here. And he's like, man, I'm in the middle of this, man. Like, you're interrupting it and stuff. You know, as long as if you let me finish it, we'll leave and it won't be ruined. But now y'all are in the middle of the filming, and now it ruined it. And he went to that place where they have the Jesus reenactors,
Oh, geez.
and he talked to the Jesus role player.
Yeah.
who was the nicest guy in the world, man. You really like him when you're talking to him. And he makes a great analogy. He goes, well, it's kind of like the whole God, Jesus, Trinity thing. It's kind of like water. It can be steam, it can be ice, or it could be liquid. And Bill Maher was like, that's a great analogy, but it's still bullshit. It's like he's just going after this dude. And the director of this
Oh
theme
man, I
park,
saw that. I remember I saw that.
she
Yeah.
showed up and she chewed out the staff member. She chewed him out, Jesus out, for talking to him. Like, you don't need to be talking to this guy, the kind of stuff that he does, and da da da. Um, but now so you haven't seen The Big Lebowski?
Me?
Mhm.
Oh, I have. Yes, absolutely.
How about Lady Killers?
No.
That one's probably not worth
I'm
it.
watching it right now, man. It's
What
so
did you
good.
not see?
This is a good movie.
There was some reference I made earlier that you hadn't seen that I was like, oh, I got to remind him to watch that or something because now I think he'll like it. But I might have just been
No,
wrong.
because you wanted to see the pederast. You wanted to see the pederast part, and
That's right.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
John
no, I
Goodman's
have to
the
rewatch
pederast.
that. Yeah.
Rewatch
Yeah.
that right there is where I was going. Okay, this is on the exact same page as everything that we've been talking about. And I had the Big Lebowski concept in my earliest PowerPoint presentations. Just talking about how this concept's
Yes.
been around for a minute and we can see it in other people's work. And I used that as an example on how it's just a big punching up, discreet. Every Christian watching that movie will not rebel because it's a different character. It's this Latino dude, blah, blah, blah. It's not a direct insult,
Right.
but it is.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah, very much so.
oh, he hasn't seen Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh, that's really yes, yeah. It's a good movie. Yeah.
It might not even really be worth it, but you'll see the
Oh, it
siren,
totally is.
you see the
It totally
cyclops.
is worth it. It's totally worth it.
I
The
love
movie's fucking great, dude. It's fucking phenomenal movie.
I thought so, but The Man of Constant Sorrow is the theme song, which is where we started the podcast before we jump off. But
Because they write music. The brothers who escape, because they're four brothers who escape jail. They're not just friends. They're or three brothers. Yeah, but they
They're not
start a
brothers.
band.
Start a
They're not
band?
brothers.
They're not brothers.
'cause
George
they-
Clooney's the main guy,
Oh,
and he's got two
I thought they were
accomplices.
brothers. Oh, it's just called "Oh Brother, We're Right There." I assume they were brothers. They're brothers.
Correct. Yeah, but the
Yeah,
song by Soggy Bottom Boys, that's the name of their band in the movie that they create. They write a banger song that goes viral.
Yeah, it's so
You
good.
might really
It's so
like it
good.
because they're musicians.
Yeah, I know he will. He's gonna love the movie, man.
But I didn't pick up on any backdoor Jesus type jokes, but they do make fun of the Southern slow mentality, low IQ thing.
Yeah,
They kind of, in Talladega Nights, they kind of glorify the stupidity of the South. But Southerners love the movie because they don't care, But the soundtrack you might really like. It's old folks.
right?
It sounds like music from like the early 1900s, folksy radio music, and you have probably heard half the songs somewhere else. Like
it's like
fly
Southern
away,
folk music.
fly away, oh glory. That's you've heard that.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like gospel-y and shit like that.
Yeah, but the
It's like,
Man of Constant Sorrow, I thought was a big analogy for the guy having an erection. Because there's a few paintings about here we go into the Jesus thing. The painting Man of Sorrows, Jesus has an erection. And every time there's a Man of Sorrows painting of Jesus that's titled with that kind of thing, there's something weird in the picture like that. So because of the Man of Sorrows having a phallus up to here in the painting and stuff, I looked at the lyrics, and I don't think so now, but for a while I thought it was a big joke. You have to listen to the song. I don't think it actually is, but for a split second, I could convince people that it was about a guy with an erection because of the whole sorrow is a play on words for having an erection that won't go away.
That's pretty sad, I guess.
Yeah, because you need someone to help you. I thought the lyric was, I ain't got no friend. I'm a man of constant sorrow. I got no friends to help me down.
Mm.
I thought it meant
But sure,
down.
yeah, down. Yeah,
Yeah, you know,
help
'cause
him
this
get
is-
down. Yeah,
yeah, to help
yeah,
it go down.
yeah.
And he talks about kind of being a little bit of a Rolling Stone, I thought, sort of in the gist of the song, and how we started
I
the
think
episode.
so. Yeah.
We were
I haven't. I have to read the lyrics. I haven't thought about them in a long time.
Was that a Rolling
But I think
Stone
you're right.
song?
Well, what I mean was
No. The Soggy Bottom Boys are a
Sleeping
band
Around.
in the movie, and they write that song
Oh, okay.
in the movie.
Right.
It's a song
And-
made for the movie in the
And I
movie.
thought that talking about I'm a man of constant sorrow, I thought he was referring in the song. I was mistakenly thinking that he was referring to himself being a little bit of a Rolling Stone, sleeping
I
around
think
in
so.
every town and
Yeah.
has an erection that won't go away. Well, that was a great play on words.
I
That's
know
what it
so.
meant, but I don't think that's what the lyrics actually meant. But if Ethan
Yeah.
Cohen slipped that into the song, into the movie as a slick thing that nobody would catch on to, that would be his style of doing it. You know, kind of like Springsteen mocking the shit out of people, like with Born in the U.S. Okay, am I wrong? Springsteen's Canadian, right?
No, I don't.
Okay,
think
let
so.
me double check
I
this
think he's from
because
New Jersey.
he might be. So I heard a rumor that some of the songs he did were mocking Americans, and that the song Born in the USA was supposedly mocking Americans for just being so proud that they were born here. You see how it's kind of a diplomatic slap in their face? Born in the USA. Yeah, let's be proud
Yeah,
of
he's
being
born in New
born
Jersey.
somewhere. Okay, so I'm probably wrong there.
No, he's.
I don't know who made
I
that
don't-
reference.
I don't think he wrote those songs, if I had to be honest with you. But
Oh, he might
Bruce
not.
Springsteen? I don't think so. Maybe not.
no,
Well, we all know that the music industry has a lot of Jewish favor, and
well, most
Jews
songs,
don't like Jesus, and Americans kind of, sort of equally.
most pop songs aren't written by the artist, anyways. I mean, it just
No,
Very true.
no.
it's pretty
Very
normal.
true.
So,
Yeah, in
but
fact,
yeah, Bruce Springsteen's from New Jersey, so
I'm completely wrong then. Yeah, I had
Oh,
heard
I know.
someone explaining to me that he was actually mocking the crap out of people with his lyrics, but
Probably,
that could
though.
still
I
even
mean,
be that could even still be.
there's probably something to that. I mean,
I
when
don't
he
know
wrote
anything
that
about it.
song, what is the 70s,
I think so.
late 80s, early 80s, right?
It could be early 80s.
Born in
I
the
don't
USA,
know.
1984, right?
Bruce Springsteen writes all his own music. Just
Never really listened to Springsteen. Something about him, like that song.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a great singer songwriter. That's the case.
I just
Oh, that's
I never
Brian
really-
Adams, my first. But that's
Brian
Summer of
Adams?
'69. Brian, yeah.
why did I think that was Springsteen? Don't even listen to me right now. I'm striking out. Don't even listen to me. Why did I think that was fucking Springsteen? Maybe it just kind of
Because they're both similar, man. They're both fucking rockers from the
You
'80s.
saying Rod Stewart?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rod Stewart's from England, I think.
Oh no, that
Oh,
I
I thought you
didn't
said
know.
Bruce Springsteen. I'm
Well,
confused
so
though.
No, I
1984 is Born in the USA, but it doesn't say who wrote it, and they also didn't always have to claim who wrote things.
Oh
back
yeah,
then.
yeah. Because
That's a newer
ghostwriters, yeah.
thing
yeah.
where
Ghost
well, it's
Rider.
not
Oh,
ghostwriters.
ghostwriting,
Like you had like session musicians who got paid for their time to record
Yes.
the song, and they may or may not have
Yeah.
gotten paid. Like Eddie
The
Van
sign
Halen
release.
wrote the guitar solo for one of Michael Jackson's songs, and he never
Yeah,
got
the beat
paid
it
for
solo. The beat it.
I think it's Beat It, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of that on Instagram lately. I've seen everybody playing it
Yeah.
and like people talking about when they wrote it and stuff.
Yeah.
But
A
hell,
lot
anyway,
of like Eric Clapton's. A lot of Eric Clapton's music is all written by studio session musicians too. Like he'll
Really?
write the song, but the studio musicians write all the instrumental parts
they
and
do
shit.
everything
Yeah,
else. That would be how I'd want to do
yeah.
it. I'd just be responsible for the maybe the main, like melody of it and stuff, and
Well,
like
now,
the lyrics.
now
Like Eric
it's
Clapton,
pretty
Eric Clapton did
normal
not write
stuff
the intro
now.
riff too. Yeah.
I mean, Mandy will come up here and he'll lay fucking 15 guitar tracks and then pick out the best parts he likes and then line up the ones he likes
Yeah.
and then make up a song and
Yeah.
then he has me come and mix and master it, and that's how we put out music. So
Yeah.
I haven't played in forever. It would be cool to do more of that, but I need somebody here showing me stuff, like how to do it the best.
Oh
How
yeah,
to-
I got a new interface and he was flipping out when it couldn't get the fucking certain buttons to work, and I had hit a button. He goes, "Oh, that's how it works."
yeah, I have a
It's
couple
just
of
the
those
only
now.
one I didn't press. Like,
What's that? Yeah, no, it's a magic button. Just one button you didn't hit, and now it
yeah,
works.
yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Hell yeah. Well, shit, guys, let's go ahead and wrap it
Hell
up.
yeah, bro.
But yeah, Friday
Thanks
night,
for having
guys.
me. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Friday night, check in Skobie's channel,
Hell yeah.
and
8,
we'll be covering some
8:30.
cool stuff.
We'll make it
8:30
rock.
Eastern time.
Eastern time.
Oh, I'm ready.
Does that work for you? Do you want to push it?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Hell
For
yeah.
sure. All right. Well, I
Good
will
to see you.
Yes, you too, sir. I will see
Thanks
you
for
soon.
having me.
Absolutely.
Have a good night.
You too, bro.